Today we're going to show you how to change the infinite heat switch on your range, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a #1 square head screwdriver and maybe a pair of needle nose pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, since we will be working near some electrical circuits, we'll want to disconnect power to the range, so either pull the plug from the socket or locate the breaker or fuse panel and disconnect the power there. We're also going to have to access the upper back panel on this range, so you'll need to pull it away from the cabinets enough to access it. Now once we have access to the back panel, we'll remove these 3 screws across the bottom of the upper back panel. And then a single one in the center at the top. And we'll want to support that panel as you remove that last screw. And we'll lift that panel away and set it aside. Now next we're going to remove the knob on the switch that we're replacing. And we'll also remove the 2 screws that secure it to the back guard. We can then pull that switch out where we can access it. Now on the existing switch there will be some markings to indicate which wires will go where, and we need to make sure that the replacement switch is wired the exact same way. So we'll always verify that the terminals are in the exact same locations before we swap the wires. If they're very tight, we'll use our needle nose pliers and pop those off. And we suggest that you either replace wire by wire or mark down the exact location of each wire before you remove them. And as we replace those wires, take note and make sure that they all fit snugly on the new terminals, and if there are any signs of arcing or corrosion on those terminals, we'll need to cut those off and replace them. Now once we have all the wires connected, we can then insert that switch through the front panel, replace the 2 screws that secure it, replace the knob, making sure that the metal insert in the knob is still inside of the knob and not on the old switch. We can now replace the back panel. So we'll tuck it up under the top first. We'll install that single screw in the top center. Just snug that up until we install the other 3 screws. And then we can tighten all 3 of them across the bottom securely. And the one at the top. We're now ready to reconnect the power and push the range back into position. We're now ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.